A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. First play, and May goes to the air. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
Early in the game, Mike, sometimes you just can't resist. First play, let's chuck it deep. Let's see if we can get this defense on their heels early. Well, we just saw worst case scenario when doing just that. Not only can you not connect, the ball falls into the waiting arms of this defense, and that one shot is all you got on your opening possession.
They'll motion over Samuel. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. To throw on first down is May. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Off the play fake, here's May. That'll be intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Got it. Ready?
Set to go now on first and 10.
Ready.
Dobbs in the pistol. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Warriors 17. They're not. Panther 11. Panther 11. Go.
Throwing, Dobbs. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Both teams ready to go once more. as the kick's away. Here comes Antonio Gibson out of his end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Here's May to throw it on first down. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Throw again is May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. Here's May again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. May to the air once more. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Greg, that is a dream for a quarterback and a receiver. Give me time to get open, and they do for the score.
I don't care who your secondary players are, Mike. You could give me the best 5 defensive backs in the league. You cannot stress the coverage for that amount of time. You have to get after the quarterback, so hats off to the offensive line. They did their job, and quarterback hung in there, and he found himself 1 for 6.
The offense will stay out there as they will line up and go for 2. A carry now for Gibson. And he'll get into the end zone and get this one a couple of points closer. Following the touchdown, here's Slide to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go, 19 tight, 19, 5 in.
To throw is Dobbs. They go sideline and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
60 average. Drop 60.
Dobbs to throw. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
60 Bobcats. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Dobbs. That one intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
May now on 1st and 10. Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Cut 19. Snap.
Here's Dobbs. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And the Patriots will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. Airing one out for Bourne. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, it's May. So we'll get a second. We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
To throw is May. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, Patriots. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. He's got it. And the Pats will go up by a point here in the 2nd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
19 right, 18 Bradley, 79 Bronco. Check.
They're going to motion the tight end over here.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
Dobbs now to throw. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Dobbs. A short one there, caught by Kittle. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this 1st down.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. May gonna look to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And the Niners have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
65 there. Buffalo 18.
Back to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Has his man. It's Samuel. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
That screen goes for 12, and that's a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Down inside the 10. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be McCaffrey. And this time, he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The try for 2 does not work. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Antonio Gibson out of his end zone. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. To throw now, May. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down. Throwing is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. Has completed to Douglas. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
First and 10. May to throw again. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. On 1st and 10, here's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. 20 yards on that pass play. 1st down, New England.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space, because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
To throw again is May. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Here's May again. That is caught side of the end zone. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing, Dobbs. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Mustang 19. Ready? 19 light.
To throw is Dobbs. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. They'll come up here on second down and 5.
79 Broncos.
Dobbs to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Vikings, 6 Warriors, 70.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now Dobbs. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jelani Tavai.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
May now on first and 10. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. And the Niners will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, You're on defense. You're defending your own goal line. You got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Here's Dobbs. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
18, 5 here.
He'll drop to throw. Pass brought in by Samuel. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's to his tight end, Kittle.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
65, Buffalo 18.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Dobbs. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
Back 60. Here we go, set.
Dobbs now to throw. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Mustang 19. 19 light.
He'll look to throw. He's got it at about the 8. He is in. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown San Francisco. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
Mike, this is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's May to throw it on 1st down. Open man there. It is Bourne. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, it's May. Downfield, he's got Bourne. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. From out of the gun, here's May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
May to the air once more. He pulls it in around the 5. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That is caught. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Niners 27. Patriots 22.
Let's go.
What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal.
Check go.
No handoff. He'll keep it himself. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Nique, 18. Here we go.
A give up the middle to Stevenson. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, Patriots. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
19, Tiger, 19, bring it.
They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Cowboy 80. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Hurry.
Here's
19,
second and 6.
Tiger, 19, Tiger. Go.
Throwing now from the gun. Gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Okay, break. Pass. Cougar 19. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's taken in by Jennings. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He's into space past the 25. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
A run here with McCaffrey. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go!
Throwing, Dobbs. He gets this one to Samuel. It's complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
Complete to number 1, Leemo Samuel. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal.
Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They'll motion over Samuel. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage. First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll put Ayuk in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to even the score late. This one is on target, and it is good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. Fourth quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. He'll let this go deep for Gibson. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Ready?
Here's first down.
Seven Pirates. Let's go. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Dobbs to throw. Off he goes.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
A good spot here, second and a yard.
Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Trap 50, trap 50. Ready up?
To throw is Dobbs. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win.
He gets free. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be first and goal. They've got it at the 3.
They simply just don't have an answer for this guy defensively, Mike. I mean, regardless of who they put on him in man coverage or the type of zone coverage they try to capture him with, they simply can't slow him down, and we've already seen it here today. A fair share of big plays through the air, a couple of which have gone for touchdowns. He's had a couple nice blocks in the run game. I mean, he's really having as well-rounded a complete game that a receiver can have in the NFL, and until they prove they can slow him down, I would just keep giving him more opportunities.
This kick is good. So a win here for the 49ers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.